I want to show you something. This is the mountain behind our base, and it's too close, so we had to move it. And this is what it looks like after we've moved the mountain. And in order to get this done, we had to get ourselves a beacon, and thankfully Mr. Crink has a shop that sells beacons. And this shop looks, 1, fantastic, and 2, early on, when Mr. Crink first joined, we gave him a lot of enchanting books. I didn't record it because I didn't think it was very important at the time, but that IOU is going to pay for 2 beacons, and hey, we can even give him a little tip with the extra diamond. Thank you, Mr. Crink, you saved us a lot of time. Now before we start building our mega base, we're going to need a lot of rooted dirt, and thankfully Brownie sells rooted dirt, and I'm not gonna farm rooted dirt. Just gonna let you know the honest truth, I'm not interested in farming it, so we're just gonna take 6 or 7 stacks of rooted dirt. It'll cost us a little bit of an arm and a leg. Yeah, let's do 7. Yeah, it'll cost us a lot, but it'll be worth it in the end. And you can see that we've got the general layout of the base placed. It's going to be a giant square to start, and later on we'll add detailing on the outside to make it not look like just a giant cube. But for now, we just need walls and a ceiling and a floor, a place to call our own, and I think it's about time that we got started. So let's get into this. And we're gonna have to do some terraforming just so our base isn't floating, and hopefully we can just hide all this under the mountain. I really have zero intention of filling this all in, but maybe we can use it for something later. And I mean, we're already hiding some pretty cool stuff down here, like my tool merchant. And I'm not going to show you me placing 15,000 dirt blocks, but you get the idea from this clip. This is basically how it goes. We build out a shape, and then outline it, and then make it a little bit thicker, and then go down another level, and so on and so on. That's going to be all we talk about this terraforming, even though it took hours to do, because it's boring. It's just boring. It is boring, but it is very worth it. It looks so much more natural now than it did before. Anyway, here you can see that the first base layer is pretty much complete, and we kind of have a decent door frame. Ignore that little section there. But it's starting to come together already. It's going to go fast, so hold on to your britches. This is step 1 of the floor. So this is what the floor looks like now, and we're going to go around the entirety of this central structure. This water trail right here kind of helps add a little bit more color, makes it not just blacks and browns, but a little blue also helps break it up. And this is what it looks like when it's finished, and it looks fantastic. Now it's a little bit annoying to walk on because it kind of up and down, but that's okay. It looks good, and that's what matters. Once we get all the walls up, we get the tall ceiling in there, it's going to look fantastic. So this is what the base of the building is going to look like. Once everything is to this height with the combination of andesite and bricks, with stone bricks and stone, we're going to fill the rest of it to the ceiling with brick, granite, and rooted dirt. Now I just kind of picked blocks at random. I know that I want more stone bricks than anything else, so I just kind of wing it. I just kind of mix them in, mix and match as we go along. I knew I was going to need a lot more material than I had on hand, so I reached out to Anki to see if he could lend me a little bit of material in a trade. So while I was doing this trade, Anki dropped in. This I need. This, maybe. I don't know if I'll need all of it because I'm not building this like retention wall very high, but the granite brick, yeah, the next wall that goes up is gonna go basically almost to the glass at the top. Actually, it's going to go past that now that I think about it.
I don't know. What do you think is fair? I mean, I'm tempted to ask for an IOU, but I'm not lazy.
See, you didn't like the last IOU you got. And after a little more discussion, I decided to lure Anki down to the cave where we could really get down to business.
How do you feel about... That's a mechanic head.
It is. Would you want to trade for the mechanic's head?
No.
Are you sure? You don't have to pull the sword out.
How do you feel like, I don't know, a diamond block for each box because they're full?
Sure. I mean, I don't know that I have a diamond.
Is that reasonable?
Box. Let's see.
Diamond blocks? You don't have 18 diamonds?
I have 9 diamonds right there.
Is this all you've got?
I have three after that.
Oh, dude. You know what? Here. Keep those, and you know what? Keep the contents as a gift, and I'll just take the boxes. So grab some chests.
Well, how about I make this deal with you, because I have plans for the future, and one of those plans. And this is redacted. I cannot share with you, so you'll just have to keep watching to find out what Anki agreed to take in exchange for the granite. And it looks pretty good. In front of each of the 8 water columns, we're going to have these windows. We're also going to add piping and all sorts of decor to the outside to help break up the monotony of just solid wall. But for now, I'm really happy with this. It's just going to come down to actually putting all of the walls up and getting this done. And I figured it would help me out just for later on if we just went ahead and get all the windows in before we continued. So now all the windows are in. And after a lot of grinding as well as a live stream of just placing bricks, we've got 4 walls. We don't have a roof yet, but we have 4 walls and it looks so good. I like this entryway. I love that it's just got so much room for activities inside. We still need a little bit more terraforming work. It is floating a little bit here, but we'll deal with that. That's okay. But look at it, it's done. It's done. Oh, it feels so good. I'm so happy with this. And here's the first contraption, a little enchanting setup. We're gonna start moving everything we have upstairs and out of the cave. And until we get it a little bit more decorated over here, this is kind of just going to be my living quarters in this quadrant. The other quadrants will be farms, but for now, we're going to live in this area. And I kind of like that this has some parkour potential. I think everything we build here should have parkour potential in this quadrant. It's just a little bit more fun that way. But the next step is going to be building the lower roof. So the way this is going to work is it's going to have an upper roof, so that when you fly over, it's not just a giant hole and you can't see all the insides. And this lower roof that's going to be in this deep slate tile, so it's very dark. It's going to provide kind of a recessed effect into the roof, and it makes it look even larger while we're inside. So this is going to be a lot of work, but we're going to get to it. And come on now, look at this. This is so cool. It's, first of all, the central area, the central effect is perfect. It looks so much better now that we have this recessed dark ceiling. We have tons of room inside. We're totally safe in here. It's well lit up. And as we go along, we'll replace all of these grass tiles with the pattern that we have on the other section we're currently living in. But I think this ceiling looks fantastic. So this is what I'm thinking for the top of the base. We might actually make it a little bit bigger, a little bit wider out from the building. But I think it looks good. We're going to do a smooth stone bottom slabs for the roof, the top part of the roof. And inside, we're going to be able to put lots of little farms. Like, we're going to put a gunpowder farm in here. And we'll be able to just hide it right in the roof. No one will be able to see it, but it'll be able to be functional and beautiful. And I'm really excited for it. And here's another really feel-good moment. We're moved out. We got everything out of here. We're even going to take our clock with us and head on up to our home. And this is the setup that I'm kind of going to live with for a little while. This will be our storage area. It'll be big enough until we can get an auto sorter in. We've got a smelter going, melting down some copper to make a roof with, and some more stone because that upper level ceiling is going to take a lot of material. But we're moved in. This is home now. And it's getting close to wrap up time, but I figure we'll take one last peek at the roof just to show you how it's coming along. We're gonna have to make a farm to get more stone, but that'll have to wait to another day. But that's gonna be it for today. We got quite a lot done. We have a place to live, we're all moved in, and we've got a place to build our cobblestone farm. But I started recording for this video in September, and it's now November. Sorry about that. We're going to start speeding it up. We're going to try to get videos out sooner and a little bit better pace once I'm done with this semester. And I'll have a lot more free time to work on cool projects like this. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, consider liking the video. And make sure that you go hug someone that you love today. Take care.